Hi everyone and welcome to another weekend vlog. It is Wednesday today, so it's definitely not the weekend. However, I just had something super exciting arrive and I really wanted to share it with you. So yeah, it's a little teeny tiny haul, but it's not just stuff, it's something I made. So yeah, here's the package. I haven't even opened it, so you're gonna see my first reactions. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. And sorry if the screen starts rattling. I have a little cat that wants to play with the stand. So guys, see? So this is the thing. This is fabric. This is cotton fabric. I actually think I chose the right kind of cotton fabric. This is my very own print. I have been wanting to do this for so many years. I mean, so many years. And I finally bit the bullet. This is part of, or going to be part of, my release, which probably won't be out until somewhere in August. Yeah. So the idea is that I'm gonna have notepads with a matching pattern, different kinds of matching patterns. I'm gonna have notebooks with matching patterns in a little series. I'm gonna have some stickers, and then I'm gonna have pouches in my very own fabric. And this is probably the coolest thing I have ever done. This is my design on a fabric. Ain't this cool? I'm super happy. I'm super happy with the results. I'm gonna sit down and look at my fabric, and then I am going to sew a couple of pouches in this. Well, I'm gonna take this with me, and I'm going to the fabric store, or I'm gonna take a piece of it with me to the fabric store, so that I can get a proper matching fabric to go on the inside of my pouches, because I don't have that yet. But look, here it is. This is my fabric. I'm super happy. Good morning guys, it is Saturday and that means the start of a new vlog. Well, I started on Tuesday, but that was only a clip that you just watched. Anyhow, today I'm going to take you with me for Saturday and Sunday, and as usual our Saturday and Sundays are not super chill. We have a whole bunch of things planned. One being that we are going to the recycling place to recycle a whole bunch of cardboard, but also some like old pillows and clothes and stuff. And then we're also gonna go to Bauhaus, which is a hardware store here in Sweden, to look for boxes, like see-through plastic boxes. They have, or at least had, a brand that I really liked, or like the look of them, and I want to have a couple of them underneath the sink and also in the bathroom, so that we can kind of sort everything we have and just get it in sorted and not have it laying out and about. So yeah, that's part of the plan. Maybe I can get Christopher to stay at the fabric store, because I went to the fabric store in the mall to get some fabric to kind of coordinate with my printed fabric. However, apparently, well, the fabric store in Mall Scandinavia isn't a fabric store. It's a craft store that had a fabric section, and they have removed the fabric section. I got a little bit sad about that, but I don't think they sold that much, so I do understand it. But that means that they didn't have any of the colors that I needed. So yeah, we are going to try to go and see maybe in the fabric store that is close to the recycling center. We'll see if I can get Christopher to do that. I would also like to go to IKEA because we need some furniture, but we'll see. So far, recycling and hardware store is the plan. So yeah, good morning guys, I hope you have an awesome day. So we put ourselves into the car and we drove towards the recycling place. Had a little bit of footage from that. It was kind of fun. I can set my camera up on the dashboard. I'm sorry, there's a little fuzzy thing on the windshield. I had to cut off most of the clips from this little journey because of that. But hopefully you don't mind. You don't mind. These are all sped up, by the way. We're not driving this fast at all. But yeah, so we got up to the recycling place. We got everything into the proper boxes, and then we went into Bauhaus to pick up the little boxes that we wanted. On the way there, we actually found these wooden slabs. We like hunted for these last year, and now they're everywhere. Of course. Then we went to the box section, pick up some boxes, and then we did a few things, but I didn't record anything because it was very quick and was a lot of people. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday morning, and yesterday, well, I was pretty pooped out when we got home. We ended up going first to the recycling place. And then we went to Bauhaus, and there was so much people in there. Like, we got in, we picked up our stuff that we were supposed to do, and we did like very, very quickly. But it was almost hard to get to the registers because there was so much people. And when we got out of there, there was a line in, like a long line in with people. So yeah, there was a lot of people out. So already there, we kind of, should we go home instead? But we did go to the electronics store to look at like multi pots or like crock pots, but honestly, we only want one pot, so we were kind of thinking about having one that is both like long cooking, like slow cooking, and also have air fryer. It's an air fryer, and there is one that we've been looking at that has really good reviews, so we might pick that up. They didn't have it in the store. We were hoping to be able to go and get it, go and look at it in the store, but we couldn't. And then we went to McDonald's. So there's a McDonald's there. McDonald's is really, really good in Sweden. I have been experimenting a little bit more with food, and McDonald's is one of the few places that doesn't have eggs in their patty, which means that I actually can get a proper burger with gluten-free bread, egg-free mayo, and just like a regular patty, and don't get sick to my tummy. I met up with my sister a week or so ago, and when we went to another burger place called Max, which is very similar to McDonald's, and they have eggs in their patty, so my tummy just broke because I forgot that they had eggs in their patties. So yeah, I actually looked it up afterwards, after my tummy broke, and figured out that I can't eat anything on their menu because they have eggs in everything. But McDonald's really, really good. And when we were done there, we're like, no, we're going home. Too much people. Both me and Christopher is kind of introverts. A lot of people just makes us exhausted. So when we got home, I was just super exhausted. I've been stressed out for the past couple of weeks, so I've been my brain is like 24/7 turned on. I'm having an issue of turning it off because of the stress, so I really just needed to chill out, and I ended up actually just signing up for Apple Arcade and playing video games most of the day yesterday. My back isn't that happy with it. I think the big problem with me, I've been worrying like, oh, do I get the migraines because of the screen, or no, I get the headaches and the neck pain because I sit for hours and hours and don't move or anything. I'm just sitting gaming, so I need to put a timer on if I'm going to continue gaming, and make sure to take breaks continuously throughout, because otherwise my back is not going to be happy. It's just the same thing with cross stitching. I forget to go up and stretch, and my back doesn't like that. But yeah, so it's been a very chill weekend so far. we do have plans to take a long walk. It's sunny, but it's 15 degrees outside, so the temperature has definitely dropped. So it's been like around 23-24 degrees outside, up to 27, I think. The past week it's been so warm, it's gone really hot, and today it's just 15, so we're gonna have to put some clothes on, a warmer jacket. It's still super warm in the apartment though. And then we're gonna do some cleaning. It's, I think, cleaning day today. I want to fix the bathroom, gonna need to go over the kitchen, we need to vacuum, and I also want to go through the office so that it is clean for Monday morning. So yeah, also want to try some of the new stuff that arrived this week and last week. A lot of new things I can play with, products and stuff. I just haven't had the energy. We'll see if that will be something. I want to do pouches, but I couldn't find the fabric, so I'm gonna go through my own fabric and see if I can just use up what I have and then buy new afterwards. But yeah. So about 15 minutes from us, there is a park called Haga Parken. It is kind of like this royal summer place, and actually the princess, the royal princess that is going to be the queen one day, she actually lives there with her husband and child. So part of it is shut off with fence, and I can't record anything of that because you're not allowed to film that part. However, I filmed few of the kind of views you have throughout the walk that we went on. I think we walked for about 1 to 1.5 hours before we came kind of to the central part of the park, where there is this butterfly house that also have like a shark aquarium. So we decided, because we were pretty tired and we thought maybe it's a little bit colder inside, to actually go in and go look. You do have to pay a fee, about like $21-22. Not sure that it's really worth it, but it's kind of nice. So there's going to be photos now from that. So if you don't like butterflies or fishes or sharks, the rest of the video might not be for you. But if you're like me and love anything that is like zoos or ocean things, I hope you will enjoy the rest of this video. So they do have some turtles. They have different kinds of turtles in different places. I think they're just adorable. I do say this place have pretty small enclosures, but yeah. They also have a fake crocodile. I'm gonna see more of that later, I think. They had this albino fish. It's one of those who eats from the ground, from the bottom. I don't remember the name of it in English right now, but in Sweden we call it mal. So this is the fish. I think it's so adorable. It's beautiful. It's like all white. I don't think he would really survive in the ocean. He would probably have been eaten as a child because he's so light and bright. And that sign says warning for predator fishes, so you shouldn't put your fingers in it. They also had some lizards. I thought these were really adorable. I think my sister had these kind of lizards. So I'm thinking about sending just this little clip to her and say, look what we found. And some more turtles. These had very beautiful shells. This house, like the part where there are turtles and everything, they also have all of the butterflies. So they're beautiful, but not that many. And I discovered I'm pretty afraid of butterflies. Up in the left corner was a little frog. Here in the middle, you have another frog. So a few frogs on the way. And then this little green frog that actually, if it wasn't moving its mouth, we thought it actually was plastic, but it's a real frog. There's also more turtles. This enclosure was a little bit bigger. Here it is like a rotten pineapple with all the butterflies in because they apparently eat it, and it smelled terribly. They had some of these fishes at the bottom. More butterflies. There were butterflies everywhere. But they were cute. Now we're in the kind of fish enclosure. So this is basically the first thing you see. And the sharks came pretty close. They were kind of scary there. We also found Nemo. So these are saltwater tanks. So they have some corals and stuff, and then they have Nemos, and like all the fishes from Finding Nemo was in there. So that was beautiful. I think I also have some footage of the blue fish. What's her name? Well, I don't remember. Probably she neither. So maybe that's okay. But yeah, so there were beautiful fishes and a lot of corals. Like they had these smaller tanks, or the tanks are pretty big, but they had multiple of these around showing the different kind of anemones and stuff. I think that's the word of them. And sea stars. I don't know if that's what they called. We call them sea stars. Like that little one you see there in the window. On the window is one of those little ones. And then I have images of one even tinier that actually looks more like a star. So it's easier to... Starfish. That's what you call them. Starfish. And that, here you have it, that little one that's really looking like one. They have this pointy ones, and this is actually an open enclosure, and it's very like signed, do not put your hands in there. And my boyfriend commented and said, yeah, I would have covered that area so that there were no chance for that. Then we have this little soldom. I think there were 2 in that, and some crabs. Like there were so many different tanks. It was really, really fun, but it is a very small place. And as I said, I'm not completely sure that $22 per person, per adult, and it's like $10 per child. Not sure that it is. For the little thing you get, I'm not sure it is worth it. But if you have small children, it might actually be worth it. There was a lot of children running around here. So we did have children everywhere. One of the things that I kind of didn't like was that like me and Christopher was probably the only one wearing masks. There were a lot of children going around and like coughing, adults coughing, and I feel like there's still a pandemic out there. They probably should have worn a mask if they were coughing at least. Well, the children, I do understand, maybe it isn't as easy, but at least the adults should be aware enough to not take their children into enclosed spaces when they're coughing, like very much coughing. And also, like always, not having control of their children and children running everywhere. Well, the children, they should be able to run everywhere. I don't know. I have split emotions about that, because yeah, they're children and they should be able to run everywhere, but at the same time I don't want to have children to run into me wherever I go, because that happened multiple times. But yeah, here's all the fishes. This is a bigger tank with all the different sharks and such. And here on the way out, we found these like rotten bananas and a lot of beautiful butterflies on them. Again, they smelled crazy. And we're out. So this is kind of my little farewell to Haga Parken. We had about half an hour, 45 minutes walk left to get home. But I thought okay, now we're getting out of the park. We're going over the motorway, and I really like these areas. They feel very, I don't know, they don't feel Swedish, but at the same time, I kind of like where I live, so I won't move there. Then this is a mile marker, really, really old mile marker that I just thought was fine. And this is the last clip, and then we're home. Well, this is actually pretty far from home, but this was the last thing I recorded. But back to me. and a Sunday comes to an end and I did not do anything of the things that I was planning to do. Me and Christopher went on a walk and we decided to go through to Haga Butterfly, and that is an 8-kilometer walk the way we did it. And when I got home, I was just so exhausted, so I just sat down and played video games most of the day. You can do that. Like, I work full-time, and when you work full-time you don't have time to do a lot of other things, but you cannot cram things into every waking hour. You have to allow yourself to just take it easy, rest when you feel you need to, and also make sure that you spend time with your friends and your family. Me and Christopher are starting to spend a lot more time with each other, which is awesome. Really enjoyed the walk. We talked all the way through it, and yeah, it was awesome. But it is 9:30 and I should be in bed, and I want to say thank you all for watching. If you're still here, thank you so much. Is there something I haven't shown you that you want me to show you? Tell me in the description down below. I'm trying to figure out this weekend vlog thing. I hope this week has enough clips for it to be fun for you. I don't want it to be like longer than 30 minutes, so hopefully I can at least get it 15 minutes. I don't know. Anyhow, I am gonna head to bed. Tomorrow starts another week, and that is an intensive week. I have a summer party to go on, and doing a what's called COVID test just before, just to make sure. That's how they wanted to do it. And then I have doctor's appointment on Thursday and Friday, 2 different doctors. To have an intensive week, but it's gonna be an awesome week. I hope you guys will have an awesome week, and I'll see you next Monday so that I can do another weekend vlog. Well, I will start talking to you on like Saturday, Friday or Saturday, but you'll see the video on next Monday. This should go up tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite. Bye.